Coronavirus outbreak growing in the United States.
More cases reported today in Alabama.
Jefferson County with the most cases at 25. Lee County with 8. Shelby and Elmore counties both have 4. 3 cases reported in Tuscaloosa County, 2 in Montgomery County, Baldwin, Calhoun, Limestone, Madison, and St. Clair counties, each reporting 1 case.
And as testing expands, so do cases of coronavirus. However, there are still concerns about not having enough tests. Today, Governor Kay Ivey addressed those concerns.
We do have enough tests, and we've got plenty of HHS contacted us, and they're sending some more swabs and vials. So I think we're in good shape with equipment right now.
The city of Birmingham held a comprehensive coronavirus news conference this afternoon, including representatives dealing with everything from city schools to care for the homeless to looking after senior citizens. A little later, Mayor Randall Woodfin stopped by the studio to talk about the city's coronavirus response, including a $15 million COVID-19 plan and where that money goes.
The first thing that money guards against is the protective gear our first responders need, who have to make these calls, which have increased over the last week. And the second thing, a part of that stimulus packet, supports a loan program for small businesses up to 180 days. And so we have to make sure we are supporting not only the small business owners, but their front-end employees who are hourly workers.
When you came in, it was hard for me not to stick my hand out and shake your hand. It's just something we're used to. You feel like people are exercising social distancing?
I think people are starting to get it. You know, whether you want to do some type of greeting, whether it's Wakanda or a foot, whatever you need to do. But right now, it's best not to shake hands. It's best not to hug. It's best not to kiss, especially people you don't know who are not your significant other or child.
The mayor also told us about BHAM Strong Fund, $1.2 million meant specifically to help support small businesses. To learn more about that, check out bhamstrong.com. UAB health officials talking mental health today, as so many are working from home and students are out of school. Their advice? Keep a routine, doing things like waking up and going to sleep at the same time as you normally would. They also suggest taking some breaks, doing fun things, especially if you have kids, and helping others as much as possible, particularly older adults.
If you can ask your neighbors, phone call them, how you doing, checking in on them, because a lot of them may not have access to internet or laptops, computers, phones with that capability or understand it.
Doctors also recommend that you limit the time dedicated to media outlets, saying while you want to stay informed, it can be overwhelming.
A UAB doctor infected with COVID-19 is comparing the outbreak's impact to World War II. Dr. Michael Sag tested positive for the virus this week. He is currently in self-quarantine at home. The infectious disease doctor feels he'll be immune from COVID-19 once he recovers. Sag compared our sheltering in place to what the British faced in the 1940s.
Personally, I think it's going to get really bad, really quick, to the point of being horrible in the matter of 4 to 6 weeks, and it doesn't necessarily stop there, I'm afraid.
Dr. Sag expects the outbreak to get much worse over the next 4 to 6 weeks and last through the summer. And we're seeing sweeping changes at college to help slow the spread of the virus. UAB even changing its graduation format. School leaders say they're moving to a distance learning format. They're also getting ready to close down the dorms for the remainder of the semester. School leaders say they're working on a plan to help students gather their belongings left behind and help out students who are otherwise homeless. The University of Alabama campus is now closed. School officials announced today the spring semester will be completed remotely. All campus activities, including spring break, are canceled. A letter about the school state of emergency was sent out to students, faculty, and staff. And students will not return to campus after spring break. And the university will work with those students who do live on campus, as we mentioned before. Also, students with the University of Alabama not returning to campus until August. Businesses in Tuscaloosa are preparing for a rough few months ahead. Restaurants like Cravings on University Boulevard are offering to-go orders and relying on year-round residents to get them through this hard time.
It means a lot, and then a lot of people are coming in and letting us know that they're coming in on purpose. You know, a lot of these are regular people, a lot of them are downtown, but they're making it a point not only to hit us, A lot of them are saying they are going to hit other stores, other restaurants also.
The University of Alabama says it has instructed the construction company handling the Bryant-Denny Stadium renovation to comply with CDC guidelines to protect workers. This comes with concerns about the safety of workers who often operate in close quarters to complete the stadium overhaul in time for football season. City Councilman Kip Tyner says no matter what, the workers' health tops football itself.
You could look at every single block of this city and you see where there are issues like this one.
The BJCTA says ridership is declining because of the outbreak. For now, services will continue as officials say many rely on transportation from them. Today, every bus was required to check in at Central Station to be thoroughly cleaned, like seats and handrails. Another deep cleaning will happen overnight. The CEO also says masks and sanitizers will be handed out to the drivers. Birmingham Airport officials also saying they're seeing a decrease in passengers. Activity through the TSA checkpoint is down close to 25% compared to this same time last year. We're told the main business operators for food and retail have seen a nearly 40% drop in sales. Car rental companies operating at the airport say bookings have been cut in half.
The state of emergency now in place in Sylacauga in response to the outbreak. The mayor issuing a directive tonight reiterating the same restrictions in other cities and counties, including limited gatherings, the senior citizen centers closed, and no inside restaurant dining. The mayor is asking people to consider out-of-state travel. A strong message today for parents and students from emergency officials in Etowah County. The director of EMA asking parents to make sure students are practicing social distancing, warning that students should be at home, social distancing, staying healthy, and not meeting in groups. Effective today, there's a countywide curfew for all school-aged children until further notice. This is nightly from 9 p.m. to 6 a.m. unless accompanied by a parent or guardian.